Okay, so picture this. You have an idea for a story. You type out a single sentence, and out pops a 30-minute animated video. Yeah, no complicated editing, no crazy expensive software, just your idea brought to life. Well, today, we're going to dive into a new AI tool that claims it can do exactly that. Let's see if it's the real deal.
But first, let's just quickly talk about why a tool like this even matters. I mean, if you've ever tried to create video content, you know the struggle, right? Making a really great video takes so much time, so much money, and a ton of skill. It's this massive wall that stops so many amazing ideas from ever becoming a reality.
And yeah, we're talking about the usual suspects here. The super expensive software subscriptions, the all-night editing sessions, the workflows that are just way too complicated. And oh my gosh, don't even get me started on the older AI tools where just getting your character to look the same from one scene to the next was basically impossible.
So that's the question that's been driving all the innovation, right? What if you could just skip all that hassle? What if you could go straight from that creative spark in your brain to a finished, polished video on your screen? Well, a new tool called Video ENU is stepping up to the plate, and it claims to be the answer to that creator's dilemma we were just talking about. And look, its core promise is, it's a big one. It's promising to generate a complete story-driven video. We're talking the whole package, scenes, characters, voiceover, the works, up to 30 minutes long, all from just one simple prompt.
And to get you in the door, they give every new user 1,500 free credits. And what's cool is, that's enough to create your first fully animated video. Not just some little slideshow. You can actually take the entire system for a serious test drive without spending a dime. And this is where it starts to get really, really interesting. Now, we're going to come back to that first point, perfect character consistency, because trust me, it's a total game changer. But just look at the rest of this list. Support for over 10 languages, expressive AI voices, different styles from cartoon to anime, and it works on your computer and your phone. I mean, that is a seriously packed feature list.
All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. How do you actually do this? Let's walk through the blueprint for making your very first video. It's actually way simpler than you might think. So, first things first, every story needs a hero, right? So you got to make your star. And it's super simple. You just give your character a name, a little description of who they are, then you can pick a pre-made style, or, and this is really cool, you can upload your own reference image. Then boom, the AI generates your character in just a few seconds.
Okay, so once you've got your character all set, the actual video making process is broken down into these 4 really simple steps. You provide the script, you review the scenes the AI creates, you add your characters into those scenes, and then you generate the visual storyboard. Now that first step, your script, is super flexible. If you're starting from scratch with just a concept, you can use the Smart Script feature, and the AI will literally write the entire story for you. But if you already have a script ready to go, you just choose Basic Script, copy and paste it right in, and you're good to go. Okay, and this next part is absolutely crucial, because this is where you stay in the driver's seat. The AI does the heavy lifting, splitting your script into individual scenes, but then you jump in. You can tweak the text for every single scene, and this is the fun part. You get to cast your characters, deciding who appears in which scene. Now listen to this, because this is a total game changer for anyone who creates stuff. Once you get to your storyboard, what if you don't like one of the images? Well, you can regenerate it over and over and over again for free. There's no cost at all. You can keep rolling the dice until it's absolutely perfect without wasting any of your credits. That's huge.
All right, so your storyboard is looking good. The scenes are all there, the visuals are locked in, but we're not done yet. Now it's time to add that extra layer of polish that takes a project from just being good to being truly professional.
So here, you've got a choice to make. The default setting, which is totally free, gives you basic animations. You know, simple zooms and slides. And for a quick project, they get the job done. But if you're trying to create something that really pops, maybe for a monetized YouTube channel, you can spend a few extra credits to upgrade to professional level animation, which gives you really dynamic and fluid movement in your scenes. Okay, here's a quick pro tip, and this one could be a real lifesaver. Right before you hit that final Generate Video button, do yourself a favor, go up to your browser's address bar and just copy the link. Seriously, think of it like hitting a save point in a video game. It's just a little backup, an extra layer of safety in case anything goes sideways.
All right, now we need to talk about the one feature that honestly makes this tool feel different from pretty much everything else out there. This is the secret sauce that makes it all feel like, well, magic.
Yeah, this quote right here, it hits the nail on the head.
And if you've ever used other AI video tools, you know exactly why seeing this work feels like magic. You spend all this time creating the perfect character, and then in scene 2, their shirt has changed color, or suddenly their hair is different. It's been the biggest headache in AI video for years.
So let's just be really clear about what we mean by character consistency. It's all about the AI's ability to remember exactly what your character looks like. Their face, their clothes, their style, from the first frame to the very last, no matter what they're doing or where they are. It sounds so simple, but for AI, this has been the absolute holy grail.
And this is where things get wild. This tool doesn't just keep one character consistent. No, it can handle multiple characters in the same video, interacting with each other, and they all stay perfectly consistent scene after scene. That is a massive, massive leap forward.
You see, a feature like this completely changes the game. It elevates these tools from being just fun toys to being legitimate platforms for creating real, serious, narrative-driven content. The bar for AI storytelling has officially been raised.
So, all of this really brings us to a much bigger question, doesn't it? If the only thing standing between you and a 30-minute animated film is just your idea, what does that mean for creativity? Are we on the verge of this massive explosion of stories from voices that we've never been able to hear from before? It really feels like that future is getting here a lot faster than any of us expected.